I want to take you now to Chief National Correspondent Matt Gutman, who's in the occupied West Bank for us. And I think, Matt, you are there among the demonstrations. What are you seeing? What are you hearing?
We're at Al Manara Square, which is Central Square, James, in Ramallah. You've been here before. There are several hundred people here. Others have marched towards a checkpoint to the north of Ramallah. And this is sort of a rally. There is tremendous anger here, tremendous upset. They're saying we will sacrifice our soul and our blood for you, Gaza. They're calling on support for Hamas, and we're seeing this across the Arab world. There's a 3-day strike here in the Palestinian territories, the areas controlled by the Palestinian Authority. Nobody is allowed to open their shops or go to work. It's been declared a 3-day period of mourning. It is hard to underestimate and to underscore how devastating that explosion was in Gaza. And there's going to be no convincing people here that it was Islamic Jihad that did it. Everybody here believes with their souls, with their hearts, that this was an Israeli caused explosion in Gaza at that hospital, James.
And Matt, you know that there's been, I think, some fear among Palestinian communities in this part of the world about coming out onto the street, worried about what response they'd get from Israeli Defense Forces. But it looks to me like that worry has dissipated. I mean, are people there concerned about what response they'll get from the Israelis if they come out on the street?
So where we are right now, James, is the Palestinian Authority-controlled Ramallah. This is called Area A. So Israel very, very rarely comes into this area. It's in other places, in Palestinian Israeli towns inside Israel proper, in areas controlled in the West Bank by Israel, that people really are very concerned. Even Jerusalem, where people have been reluctant to go out and protest. But this is pretty much firmly controlled by the Palestinian Authority. And you can see there have been lots of people here. It's been a couple of hours of this. Other people have marched farther. But I can tell you, we were driving around. Allah, just. Thawra. What is Thawra? Revolution. They're calling for Thawra, which is revolution. That's what you just heard just now. But I can tell you that in the West Bank, where we were driving earlier, there is a tremendous edginess among Israeli troops and soldiers. We kept getting waved down. People were very, very jumpy. Lots of armed soldiers everywhere spread out in the Palestinian Authority areas and in the West Bank right now, James.
And I suppose people there are very upset and disappointed in their own leadership. I mean, there's been big questions leading up into this on what the role of Mahmoud Abbas has been in this part of the world. He has cancelled this meeting today with President Biden, who was due to meet him in Jordan along with the Egyptian leader and the King of Jordan. Are people there happy that that has been cancelled? Do they want their leaders to be taking their concerns to President Biden?
There's a tremendous amount of anger at the United States for what has happened, for its support of Israel. I think that is unanimous here. And there's also a lot of anger at Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, who has been essentially silent in recent days. They have not heard him loudly condemn Israel's bombardment of the Gaza Strip. That has caused a lot of anger. Remember, the last elections here were in 2006. There haven't been really free and fair elections since then. So a lot of anger on the street here. But Ramallah is probably the most cosmopolitan Palestinian city. And so we haven't seen clashes yet. They could be happening a little bit north of where we are right now. But yes, a tremendous amount of anger by not just Palestinians at their government, but also in Egypt, in Beirut, as we've seen, in Tehran, in Istanbul, and across the Middle East. People want their leaders in Arab countries to strongly and unanimously condemn the Israeli bombardment of the Gaza Strip. James.
Thanks a lot, Matt. And that phrase you've heard there, Thawra, revolution, that's probably pointed just as much at their own leadership as at anybody else's. Thank you, Matt.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.